Julio Gonzalez and Karyn Turk, where we bring you today's top trending tweets and a daily recap of all the hashtags you need to know about.
Monday.
It's
Ready
Monday.
for Monday?
I am. I'm ready.
All right. Well, hashtag Monday motivation is hopefully a sign of things to come.
I hope so. My favorite Monday motivation, I'm motivated this Monday, was a hashtag from Dean Browning. And he said, President Trump raised over $14 million for his re-election campaign yesterday. In one day, it's an all-time record. If you've ever wondered why the left is in a constant state of hysteria, this is why.
Well, I guess happy birthday, right, to President Trump. I guess that was a big support, a big birthday gift for him.
He did. He gave himself a really good birthday gift. And you know what I loved watching is I loved watching all the boat parades and all the support for our president on his birthday. It was really, really good to watch.
Yeah, big day for him, and happy Flag Day Sunday as well.
Yeah, Flag Day Sunday as well. It was a very patriotic weekend. I'm feeling really good about things. What a change from last week.
Very good. Well, listen, hashtag Ted Cruz. I've met Ted several times. I've had lunch, dinner with him a few times. And it looks like he's feeling motivated this Monday. And
yeah,
shockingly so. I guess he's having a feud between Hellboy Ron Perlman, and I think they're getting into it a little bit.
Yeah, they really are. And I guess they're challenging each other to wrestling matches in this Twitter war.
It's a little shocking to me. I mean, I've been around Ted Cruz. I really appreciate his background and, and what he does for the country. I'm not sure he's a, primetime wrestler.
Well, yeah. And I don't know how it's all going to work out, but the whole thing started when this liberal actor who's from Sons of Anarchy and Hellboy, Ron Perlman, he began mocking Republican Matt Gaetz, who I love Matt. I mean, hashtag Matt Gaetz. And he started mocking him on Sunday night. And he tweeted out a photo of Jim Jordan, who's a representative from Ohio, Republican. And he's the guy who never wears the jacket on TV. He's always the guy in the shirt without a jacket, Jim Jordan. That's how you remember him. And he said, if it wasn't for him, this was actually what Perlman said, if it wasn't for him, Matt Gaetz, you'd be the ugliest politician walking. And then Ted Cruz jumps in and tweets and challenges Perlman to wrestle Jordan. But the actor says that he wants to fight Cruz instead.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Jordan, Cruz, who would prevail? I mean, do we have someone else in mind, Karyn?
I don't know. Jordan was an assistant wrestling coach between 86 and 94. So I think Jim Jordan's got like the best shot to take on Perlman.
He certainly is an incredible guy. I've met Jordan a few times up in DC and have great regards for him. I think he's getting ready to retire a little bit as well. Maybe he'll have some time to practice his wrestling moves.
Listen, you gotta love about this story is that like everybody's kind of throwing in like I'll donate money to charity, and like Ted's tweet was really good when he jumped out of nowhere and he said, listen, Hellboy, you talk a good game with your Hollywood makeup and stuntmen. I'll bet $10K to a non-political charity of your choice that you couldn't last 5 minutes in the wrestling ring with Jim Jordan without getting pinned. You up for it, or perhaps does your publicist say it's too risky? So, Ted jumped in there and really, threw that out there. And I like that there's kind of this charity aspect, this battle going on. But then Ron Perlman went in and he called him Teddy Boy, saying since he mentioned Jim Jordan and wrestling is problematic, let's just say F him and we'll just make it you and me. And I'll give $50K to Black Lives Matter and you can keep the taxpayer money that you were thinking about spending. Like, of course, the liberal has to go for like the low blow, turn it into Black Lives Matter. We couldn't have just stuck with like a non-political charity and then has to throw in this jab about taxpayer spending, which had nothing to do with anything.
Clearly, they're on opposite sides of the fence. Teddy Boy, I don't know. I mean, I think that why don't we have like a quiz off? Why a wrestle off? Let's have, a tax policy quiz off, and I can get involved.
Ooh, I like it. I think we should make that challenge right now. I'm going to tweet this out when I tweet out this video. I want you should challenge on Twitter. You should challenge Perlman to a Twitter quiz off on taxes. This is amazing. I think.
Listen, I'll do it. I'll do it live. I'll do it live tomorrow. He can come on and we'll have a quiz off.
Let's do it. Let's totally do it. Let's start our own Twitter war. I'm in.
All right. So look, here we go. Your mom. You know what that is, Karyn?
Yeah, your mom. I think that's somebody's Twitter handle, but I thought it was pretty funny when I read the tweet. What did they say?
Well, he basically said, I find it hilarious that Ted just tossed Jim Jordan out there to do the wrestle off and didn't even have the balls to do it himself. Karyn?
Yeah, lots of people are finding fault with Ted jumping in to offer up Jim Jordan, for the fight and not offering himself up. But, I think Jim Jordan was really the best contender here. So I can't blame Ted Cruz for wanting to offer him up because I think Jim would be a shoo-in for this wrestling match.
Maybe this is more of a WWE kind of, wrestle off, kind of a little, pyro and, affair and audience. But in the end, it's kind of a fake thing.
Yeah, it kind of is. I just hope that if they do it for charity. So that's my hope. That would be great. And, we have a lot of entertainment news going on today on this Monday, which I like. It's a little break from the politics. And Star Wars Celebration, hashtag Star Wars Celebration is trending. And I guess hashtag Hollywood Reporter is breaking the news that the California event is the next big casualty of COVID. All these events are getting canceled this summer. And most of the fans seem to be liberals that, I'm reading the tweets and I'm thinking, most of these Star Wars fans, the people that were going to go to the Star Wars celebration, definitely on the left side of the aisle. And they kind of understand that this threat of COVID should keep them in their basements with their figurines. But a few people have taken to Twitter calling for a virtual event, despite they're really desperate to, get their Star Wars fix in. And Ray Skypatine tweeted, damn, I was really looking forward to meeting you all in person. Now I'll have to wait 2 years to build up the courage again to do an in-person event. And I thought that was one of the cute tweets that was out there today about this.
I'm so tired of the virtual events.
I know, I am too. I'm so over it. And I feel bad that they can't do a Star Wars event. I mean, don't most of these people wear masks anyway?
I know, that's true. I mean, they got the built-in mask. That's kind of a cool idea.
I know. So I'm thinking, you're C-3PO, you got the mask on. What's the difference? Why can't they hold the event? It seems kind of silly to me.
All right, we got another trending tweet. Gorsuch, hashtag Gorsuch is trending, finishing up the day with hashtag news. The Supreme Court finding the federal anti-discrimination laws protect gay workers. And what do you think about that, Karyn?
I think it's great. This Michelangelo Signorile, I think is his name. He hosts a show on Sirius XM, and he said that it was great that they were joining the liberals, and the decision was amazing. And the Supreme Court actually ruled us. The Supreme Court. I got to get the marbles out of my mouth on this Monday. The Supreme Court ruled 6-3 on this. So it's a pretty historic victory for gay rights. And I actually think it's great that this was on the heels of the anniversary of the hashtag pulseshooting, which we were covering the other day on Friday's show. And, it just goes to show that, both sides of the aisle are united on equal rights. I mean, sometimes I think as Republicans, we get pinned in the corner that we don't necessarily look out for gay rights or our fellow Americans. And I think most people are pretty moderate and socially liberal on the subject. So I think it's a historic day. I think
it's been great. I think they've been coming across the aisle on some of these social impact things. And I think this is one showing here, which is, really good news for the country.
It really is. And just in one last thing to wrap it up, today is also World Awareness for Elder Abuse. So I do want to mention that. I do have a video out today, which talks a little bit about my story and the background on it. But, it's a great day to kind of reflect. It's Monday, it's starting the week, and think about all the great things that are to come and the way that we can make a difference. And if you go and you look at these tweets today, whether it's, Jim Jordan and Ted Cruz and this liberal going at it, the common thing maybe where we can all come together is that we all want to do right by our fellow man, and that charitable endeavors are something we should focus on.
So many great causes out there and so many good things to be involved in. Proud of you for doing that, Karyn. And,
awesome. Thank you.
Why don't you wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up. It's hashtag NightCap, and we'll be back tomorrow with the best tweets and hashtags that are trending on Twitter.
See ya.
See ya.